Hello, hello everyone. Welcome back to what should be your favorite show, Israel in Style. I'm Emmanuel Kadosh, and I'm here to give you guys the latest updates on Israeli fashion culture and of course some lifestyle. Every week we bring you guys a variety of different guests to show you just a little glimpse of what Israel has to offer, and this week is just no different. So, to kick off today's show, we're starting off with the hottest news in Israel at the moment, and kind of internationally, along with the most fashionable event of the year, the Met Gala. And who better to bring us the details than the fashionista herself, Rachel Zohar.
Hello.
Hello. Again, back on the show to give us some more information, but let's kick off with the most exciting event that has just happened, the Eurovision. Israel has won. Netta Barzilai has won with the song Toy. Tell us a little bit about what you're feeling, what vibes the song gives you.
Okay, first of all, I was watching very closely on the Eurovision with all my family.
Yes.
And my children, my husband, we didn't close our eyes for a minute. And
she looks amazing.
Yeah, she looks amazing. The clothes were very flattering to her. And I think she took it like with all her vibes, and she knew she's gonna win.
Yeah.
Everybody around her knew she's gonna win, and you could see it on her. I can say something else, that she was so confident.
So confident.
And she was talking so intelligent.
Intelligently. Yeah, definitely.
So she won.
Yeah.
She's a winner.
She won in every aspect, and I was talking to a bunch of my friends about it, that like, no matter what was going to happen, she caused the conversation. She caused people to really look at themselves and be like, you know what? She is there. She was rated #1 to win for so long that it was just, we already won in our minds.
She's a beautiful creature.
Beautiful creature. The first line of her song, absolutely amazing. And the song itself, talking about empowered women, powerful, confident, diverse women. I think it was just absolutely amazing.
Everybody is different,
yes,
and we love it.
We love it.
We don't want to be look alike.
Right.
And in big shape, small shape, this kind of hair.
Yeah. Yeah, I think her signature buns really give some personality and just are absolutely amazing.
She's amazing. She gives power to many women.
Definitely.
And it's very important for us as a country that is struggling now with many things around us to give some happiness. I think she did it greatly, and she's a fashionista.
And we're going to see her next year in Jerusalem. We have to get tickets. You
know
that, right?
Tickets
we have to
and
be there.
Clothes.
Yeah. And there, we'll show you guys a little bit of, next year in Jerusalem. Anyway, our most fashionable event of the year, the Met Gala, occurred before we even get on the topic of holy bodies and heavenly bodies, what did you think about it?
It was one of the events, the most beautiful event ever.
Really?
I have to say it. I look closely on every fashionable event in the world. It was one of the, okay? I think this time all the designers put their bests. I think the original idea was very nice. The religions, the different religions.
So the heavenly bodies, that was the theme for this year, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Did you even think twice that like it's kind of strange that they put religion within the theme of this year? Did you think that was like a little strange? How did you feel about it?
I think it's related to these times, because now it's a feeling like the Christians, the Catholic, the Jewish people, the Muslims are all like trying to figure out what's happening in the world, and I think it was it was on time to discuss.
Okay, so then let's just dive right into it. Headpieces was a huge thing. Here we see Cardi B fully pregnant. Fully pregnant.
She's brave.
She's brave. I don't know. Brave. This is Madonna over here. She really embraced the
look.
Yes, the theme with the crown and everything. Cara Delevingne.
Yeah,
absolutely stunning. I think that there were so many, shots.
I actually really love,
right? Yeah, Dior. I absolutely love this dress. Actually, by the way,
Katy Perry with Versace and the wings, the golden wings.
Katy Perry, I wasn't feeling the wings.
Okay, you know, sometimes when you try to cover a little bit, you put something bigger on you so they don't look at your body. And Sarah Jessica Parker is one of us. She looks amazing.
You really think she looks amazing here?
Yeah, it's like an Indian thing.
Okay.
I think it's something that is beyond. She's Jewish.
Yeah.
So it was, she needed
So she was taking a different path to it.
She tried to catch something that wasn't Christian, even though I think Esther is not Jewish also.
Madonna?
I'm kidding. Esther, my sister, Esther.
Like we know her on a first name basis.
Yeah, and we saw that, we know that Donatella Versace took, she was the sponsorship of this gala.
Okay.
So she had many dresses in this gala.
She was with Kim Kardashian, and the sisters really did their vibe. I actually really, this is Kim Met Gala 2013, which I think was such a mistake in so many different aspects, but then she absolutely killed it this year in gold.
With a gold, yeah.
Stunning Versace
Even though
dress.
it's a stunning dress, but it's not so complicated.
Super simple.
Super simple. This, I don't know how does it connect to the subject?
She's just an angel.
Okay.
I think Kylie Jenner could have gotten rid of the glasses. I don't love the glasses.
The dress is also not that beautiful.
I think out of the three sisters, Kim really nailed the dress.
Yeah.
It was very classic, plain, you know.
It was connected to the theme also.
Right.
All the others were just wearing something that was beautiful for them.
Bella Hadid. Speaking of Bella Hadid and her sister, I think Bella looked a little bit more. Here's Gigi.
Gigi with a
Gorgeous.
Versace dress. It looks like, you know, the glass from the churches.
Right. Absolutely gorgeous.
Beautiful
But
glass.
I was confused with this. This was Chrome's heart. I mean, listen. It's beautiful, don't get me wrong. I heard that the headpiece actually weighed 10 pounds. She literally couldn't move from her head.
I think nobody could move there.
I don't think anybody. But before we wrap up...
Did you see Miss Clooney with all her...
Yeah, I actually really liked that. It was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Like, it had a twist to it. But before we have to wrap up, I really do want to talk about the original Wonder Woman, Linda Carter, who wore an absolutely gorgeous head crown. You know, it was absolutely amazing.
We love you.
The
Wonder Woman.
Star of David as a clip in the back, and it was absolutely gorgeous.
You saw what was written in Hebrew on her crown?
No, what was written on her?
Don't forget me, Jerusalem.
Wow, that was amazing. And I think that
I have my
chills, literal chills.
She's amazing. Yeah. I think she wanted her Wonder Woman back. And she saw Gal Gadot that is so successful. And she's Jewish, so she decided to grab it. And maybe she will be another one.
Maybe they'll do a Wonder Woman sequel together.
Yeah.
I think that could be really cute with their crown.
Jerusalem.
I absolutely loved it. You know, the whole Met Gala, the whole situation was absolutely gorgeous. Everyone really was dressed on point. Certain things we could have criticized a little bit more, but...
Most of it was very, very beautiful, very fashionable. I think they did a great job this year. I hope next year it will be even better because
I'm sure it will be.
It was kicking all the other years.
Yes. Thank you so much for being with us, Rachel. All right, guys, there you go. Some international updates from the one and only Rachel Zohar. Israel killed it in the Eurovision. Met Gala was more than controversial. But either way, make sure to check out our Instagram for some more true fashion inspiration. All right, so here on Israel in Style, we like to keep you guys updated on absolutely everything involving Israeli lifestyle, adding a little cultural aspect to it. And while we know most of you are from abroad, the States, wherever it is that you are, my next guest started his own touring company in order for you guys to, quote, experience the underbelly of Tel Aviv. Ross Belfort, how are you?
Thanks so much. I'm great. How are you?
I'm great. I'm so excited to hear about, you know, the tours, how you got started. How did you really get started in this?
Sure. It actually goes back to when I first moved to Israel. I moved here. I used to do the PR for the Misrad HaTayarut, the Israel Tourism Board. In doing so, I was living in Tel Aviv, moving from New York, and I found that I was bringing journalists around the city all the time to really unique places that they may have never known about, places that are not advertised, places that are advertised only maybe in Hebrew or, let's say, a friend's party or a friend's studio. And I just basically had the inspiration to create an idea where travelers or normal people from abroad could access these same experiences and these same type of individuals. And in doing so, I created this concept, Eager Tourists, where we actually link with designers and artists and intellects and different people in the city to create experiences, programs, workshops that are kind of beyond the cusp of normalcy or something like that, that aren't standardized, and we don't do like the flag waving tours. It's really customized, personalized experiences.
Amazing. So you're really kind of bringing all these tourists to the local level. You know what I mean? You're bringing them from, oh, I'm a tourist, to, oh, I'm a local. Like, get to know what we really kind of do here. Like you said, a lot of things, if you go on TripAdvisor, it's all in Hebrew. Like,
Definitely.
I don't know what the hottest spots are. So what are some of the different types of tours that you do offer? Well,
like, just to touch upon one point, the whole idea was that information today online is pretty easily accessible. So we don't really, we don't advertise like where we know to go. We actually offer access to these places. So some of the things that we do to kind of bring you into the belly of the city, as you said, we work with 2 different architects that we created sort of experiences that are showing you the real organization and map of Tel Aviv from the 1925 Geddes Plan. So I work with the city planner. We start basically near Kikar Rabin Square, and we bring you through different areas and different signature buildings that have a historical importance. And in doing so, we give you a fully in-depth overview of Tel Aviv from an architectural point, but with an actual architect and not an architectural tour guide.
Wow.
So we kind of cut out the middleman.
So you're literally collaborating with the people that have the direct information, the details, all the things that you really want to share with people, but you want them to get it, like you said, from the architect himself.
Definitely. Another concept that we created is called, it's basically a street photography workshop, but the kicker is we only use film photography. So I became obsessed as a photographer as well, traveling the world. I shoot only with film formats, and I just kind of felt like that's something that other people might want to learn as well, because when you go abroad, you bring your big DSLR, you shoot 1,000, 2,000 photos.
They stay on your
they stay on your computer, and I'm a photographer as well, so I created this idea where we actually give you a film camera, we load it with film, we work with a photographer, he takes you through the city, and then we actually develop your role for you and send it to you via email. So just these kind of creative out of the box experiences that people coming to Tel Aviv would want, but maybe wouldn't know how to navigate themselves.
But you really are doing a very niche type tours. You know, you're not doing, like you said, your typical, let's go to the top 5 restaurants, or let's do stuff like that. You're really going, like you said, very specific, very curated type tours.
Because you don't need me to make a restaurant reservation.
Right.
You can Google any big travel publication.
Yeah,
you can find it easily. It's all over the web. I work on some of those clients sometimes, but what I find that people can't ascertain themselves are these experiences and the sort of know-how how to get there. And being a traveler myself and being someone who likes to be abroad, the best experiences I have are those when you meet someone who's a specialist, or you meet someone from a particular city, and that link or that shared common love of whatever it is formed. And that's not a restaurant reservation.
Right.
That's an actual experience. So the whole idea is to kind of bring people together, bridge gaps. Especially when people come to Israel, they think they know everything, being from the States.
They really don't.
They really don't.
You don't even know a portion of what this city has to offer.
It's exactly, and it's something that I think is becoming more and more, hopefully, I don't say trendy, but more popular. And obviously, tourism to Israel is increasing year after year, which is a good thing. So this is something that people can experience that they may have not done before.
Amazing. So people can contact you through your website, book the tours.
Eagertourist.com.
Eagertourist.com. Very simple.
No spelling mistakes. Very simple.
Thank you so much for joining us, Russ. I'm sure I'll join you on a tour just
You're invited.
Fun,
next time we open up, you're on.
Okay, so Baba, thank you. For all you tourists out there planning a trip to the Holy Land, there's no better place to call than Eager Tours for the most local and true Tel Aviv experience. Check out the Eager Tour website for more information and to see how you can book your next tour here. All right, well, I don't know about you guys, but I've always looked up to those models who can flawlessly walk a runway with a straight face on in those 9-inch heels and make it look absolutely effortless. Well, my next guest with me in the studio does exactly that, but I want to know how and when it all got started. So say hello to Israeli model Romi Ness.
Hi, girl.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. And
you are so gorgeous, and you are so tall, yet you're still wearing 9-inch heels. We just talked about this.
Yeah.
Okay, so how did modeling start for you? Was it always like a dream of yours?
I have always loved to be photographed, but I remember seeing a shampoo commercial on TV when I was a child, and a beautiful girl with long and curly hair. And I also had a long hair, and I told my mother, I also want to appear on TV. And instead, when I was 8 years old, I did my first commercial for hummus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Totally.
On my way to the shampoo campaign.
But as you thought it would be.
But this was my start, yeah.
That's how you started.
My beginning, yeah.
So yeah, I think we all had those moments where we were like, oh, she makes it look easy. I feel like I can do that.
Yeah, totally.
And then you went and did hummus. That's so funny. I love that. So, okay, other than your hummus commercial, what type of model are you? Are you more fashion?
Actually, I do everything. I do fashion shows, fashion weeks, shooting, net shooting, media, commercial. But I enjoy the most to do editorial shooting because it gives me an opportunity to challenge myself and to do something special, different, unconventional.
Like, I feel like editorials are more, like you said, very different. They use a lot of crazy makeup and crazy hairstyles.
Exactly, yeah. I really like production that gives me the chance to express myself differently and not the regular beauty, to look like a doll. I am production that allows me to do funny faces and just go crazy on set.
And not just be with the serious model look.
Passion.
Yeah, which is actually really interesting because I saw your last photo that you posted on Instagram was with no makeup, no hair, no styling, and you were super adamant about the fact that you loved yourself this way. And I think that that's such a great message to your thousands of followers.
It took me a few years to get myself and to accept myself,
of course,
and like natural.
Right.
But it's really important not always to look like glam and fancy and sparkle, and also to be very simple. To keep it simple.
Because people look at you on magazines, they look at you at runways, which, by the way, I have no idea how you do. I really don't understand it. And they're like, oh, she's gorgeous. I need to be like this. But they don't realize how much makeup and hair and styling really goes into these shoots.
Yeah, it is.
So tell me about the runway. Is that nerve-wracking for you when you walk a runway?
A little nervous every time I'm go for a runway. I really excited.
Yeah.
And scared to fall just on the catwalk, but it's fun. It's when I really love to get attention.
Yes.
And
you're the only one on the walkway.
Since I was a child, I've always loved to perform in front of an audience. So it's kind of natural for me. I feel natural in this position.
And so where do you plan on taking your career next? Do you plan on being a model, internationally? What do you...
I'm also a dancer. I was a cheerleader and I graduated from dance track with honors. And I think that entertainment and television in particular are my next goals. After I conquered my little Instagram screen, I want to go now for the big screen, maybe, I don't know, to guide a TV show.
Yeah, to host a TV show. Amazing. Well, good luck. You're absolutely gorgeous.
Thank
so
you very
stunning
much.
and so down to earth. I love it. Thank you, Romy.
Thank you.
Well, for all of those who absolutely fell in love with Romy and want to see more, follow along on her Instagram account to see where she'll be off to next. All right, so I come from a very Moroccan family, and with that comes a lot of different traditions, one of them being the traditional dress also known as a galabia or jalabia. And here with me in the studio now is Marina Gorovic from the brand Mithila to tell us all the details about their latest galabia collection. Hi, love, how are you?
Hey.
I'm so glad you're back on the show.
Yeah,
Last time we talked about you and your career and how it really got started, and now you are here talking to us about the Mithila galabia design collection. Tell us about what is a galabia.
Well, it comes from the word jalabia, which is an Egyptian Arab.
Right.
Yeah. So of course it tells us something about the jalabia itself. Yeah. It's an Oriental dress that was actually more for men than women. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, and it's about the status of your well-being.
Okay.
I mean, the rich Moroccan families used to make jalabias, especially for, the wedding or whatever, with diamonds and the real gold, and
And it's all very, handmade, like,
It used to be.
Yeah. I think the traditional ones were a lot more embroidered to perfection.
Right. Still are. You can still find original, real, authentic galabias, which are embroidered like crazy with the stones and everything.
Right.
But for now, the fashion took it to, to the more of a flowy place.
More of a trendy, where you can wear it. Me and you were speaking about it before. Where can you be seen wearing a galabia? Like,
everywhere.
Yeah?
Everywhere. You can wear it to the beach, or you can wear it to an event. You should look at your galabia and see if it's more of an evening style or, of course, morning style.
Right, because from what I saw in the collections from Mithila there was a few, like the one that you're wearing, which is more of like a day-to-day, where you can wear it, like you said, to the beach or to a party during the day. And then there's ones that are like black with gold sequins, which are a lot more fancy, you could say.
So there are a few trends of galabias. Actually, it's so interesting. Lea Gottlieb was the one from Gotex. Was the one that took this trend to fashion around 70s.
Wow.
And it was a crazy collection with gold and turquoise. She knew how to do.
She knew what she was doing.
Yeah, that's true. And so since then, it comes and goes. And like 4 years ago, the trend blew up. And then it stayed. It just stayed. It's here for, I don't know how long, for years. It's here, the jalabia. Why? Because it's really comfy. It can look really chic.
Yes.
And it depends on where you wear it, just like you said it. And then Mithila, I think they took this trend, and what I love about it, they matched it to a curvy body.
Yes.
Because galabia, if you look at it, it's kind of a square
like a bigger,
thing.
Right.
Yeah, it's not exactly flattering.
And it's not exactly, like you said, it's not skin tight. It doesn't,
No, it's loose. But even, it's a loose thing. But, if you don't fit it to the kind of a curvy woman's body, then it looks loose.
Yeah, definitely.
And so Mithila, they took this, this trend, but they made it very flattering. So when I wear it, it kind of goes with my body, and that's what I love about it.
Yeah, and also the materials are really light.
Right, so they bring special materials from Turkey.
Wow.
That are breathable for the galabias, for Israel. Why? Because, it's summer. And
like,
Israel
I don't think anybody understands how brutal the heat here in Israel is. It's humid, it's hot.
Nobody does.
It's sunny. You can't get away from it. You walk outside of work, wherever you are.
I live in my car and in the
air conditioning.
Exactly. When you're outside, you're like, oh my God, all I can wear is, I don't know
galabia.
what. A galabia and a bathing suit.
Yes, a galabia over my bathing suit.
Exactly.
So basically, Mithila has made it, possible for, like you said, women who aren't looking to accentuate their curves, or who are looking for something flowy with great light material.
But
perfect
still
for
look
Israel.
great, because it kinds of, it flatters your body.
It flatters the body that you guys are looking to.
Exactly.
Yeah. Amazing. Well, thank you so much. And we can find these designs on the Mithila website.
Website and, of course, in shops.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yes. If you are looking to purchase one of these stunning galabiot, whether for a fun traditional event or to rock on the streets of Tel Aviv, like we said at the beach, check out the Mithila website. And that is unfortunately all the time we have for today's show. I wanted to thank all our guests for coming in today, and for all you viewers out there looking to catch up on any episode of the show, check us out on iltv.tv/Israel in Style. Have a fabulous and stylish week, everyone.